Can you imagine actually looking Jesus in the face and saying, don't you care? Maker of heaven and earth, I am talking to you right now. This is Martha. Don't you care about me? And as much as we laugh at that, haven't we all done that? I mean, not directly to Jesus' face, but haven't we said that? Jesus, I'm buried in bills here. Don't you care? I have 3 kids running around right now, and I'm so overwhelmed. Don't you care, Jesus? You know, don't you care that that jerk walked out on me? Don't you care that I've got demands that seem to be coming at all sides on me? Don't you care, Jesus, that I'm sick? Don't you care that I feel bad? Don't you care that I feel overwhelmed? Don't you care that those people didn't include me? Don't you care that somebody didn't say hi to me? They said hi to everybody else. Don't you care, Jesus? I mean, isn't it interesting? We don't even give God the benefit of the doubt sometimes. I mean, because, we're smarter than God even. Like, we believe that we see things better than God. Oh, God, you know, I know you got a lot of stuff to do, but obviously you've forgotten about me down here. You know? And so even Jesus is being criticized in this story. Well, you know what this is really an illustration of? That somebody hasn't put their roots as deeply down into the love of God as they thought. Because if that's the way you feel most of the time, you're not filled up with the fullness of life and power that comes from God, that comes as a result of putting your roots deep down into the soil of God's love. Because if you really believe that God loves you, if you get it from here to here, you know that God can fill you up. You know that God can help you. Yes, you might get overwhelmed. Yes, there might be challenges in your life, but you don't start with the negative. You start with something else. You start with grace. You start with, patience. You start with kindness. You don't assume the worst. You believe the best. That's what comes out of your life because that's what you're filled up with. That's why you can come to scriptures like 1 Corinthians 13 that talks about how love behaves. And instead of seeing it as a job description of, well, I got to work harder, to act like that, no, you just say, this is how love acts. If I really had love in me, then that's how I would act. You don't try to work harder to behave a certain way. You just have to put your roots deep down into the love of God, believe that God can fill even you. Even you. Come on, you're not the exception. God can fill you up too. He can fill you with his love, and then this is what comes out. Love always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. 4 always in a row.